So, as many of you know, the National Assembly, at least one of the lawmakers in the National Assembly, is currently seeking to amend the Nigeria Press Council Act, such that journalists and media houses can be fined 250,000 naira and about 10 million naira respectively by the NPC for infraction. Join us on the show now to discuss it is the president of the Nigerian Guild of Editors, Mr. Mustapha Isah. Welcome to the show, sir.
Good morning.
Good to have you on the show. Right, so...
Yeah, thanks for having me.
The issue concerning the Press Council Act review, brought up by, I think it was Honorable Segun Odebumi in the National Assembly. Yeah. Although some of his colleagues have said, he's on his own, no, we don't know what he's talking about, you know. But there have been quite a lot of responses from the Guild of Editors have said something, the NUJ have said something. In your view, because when I read the existing act, it wasn't so totally far from what is being proposed. I mean, unless maybe I read it wrong. But the issue that I heard people had was the fact that they must defer to the Minister of Information to get approvals for certain, the chairmanship and other various sections within the act. And I'm thinking, when I saw the original document, it was quite similar. So my question therefore to you, sir, what exactly is your reservation concerning this amendment?
Let me let you know that first and foremost, even the idea I tried to amend, the matter is already in court. We went to challenge that in court. As we speak, another matter is at the Supreme Court. That is why the law has not been applied. We challenge it in court, you know, because of the provisions in that act. They are not trying to even amend and add more onerous provisions. For instance, they are not asking that the Minister of Information should now be the person to approve the code of conduct for journalists in this country. It's not done anywhere, even in Iraq. It's not done. Who approves code of conduct for medical doctors? Is it the Minister of Health? It's not done anywhere. You cannot ask a government appointee to regulate me, to tell me what to do, to now determine whether what I have published is in national interest or not. Because he's a politician. Because if you allow him to do that, it will be used to guard the critical media. But let me say this. Check the history of Nigerian media. Even under the military, we didn't have this type of law. We forced the military to stand still. Some of our colleagues lost their lives, so we now have this shot. But you know what? Nobody will ever give you freedom. We are always fought for our freedom, and we'll keep fighting for it.
Because what I read is that a committee a council will be constituted that will involve parts of from the Guild of Editors, NUJ, I think civil society will be also citizens. I mean, they put the whole gamut of people that will be involved. So it's not like the Minister of Information will have direct authority. So why is that still a problem?
Who will approve that committee? Majority of the members will be government appointees.
Joining the conversation now is the Deputy Lead Speaker, House of Representatives, Honorable Peter Akpatason. Good morning, sir. Are you there?
Yes, good morning. I'm here.
Yes, good to have you to join the conversation.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Given the fact that many Nigerians seem opposed to this new proposed bill, what are your thoughts on it? Because we've even seen that many members of the House are almost saying that they are not totally in support of Honorable Odebumi on this presentation of the bill. What are your views on it?
Well, usually the House is divided on issues like this because we don't all look at things from the same perspective. Whoever is saying yes has a reason for saying yes, and whoever is saying no has a reason for saying no. You know, but the progress of a bill depends majorly on the input from members of the public.
Right.
Because ultimately, the final decision of the House will take into consideration public opinion on the subject matter, because we make laws for the public, for Nigerian people, not for ourselves. The essence of public hearing is for professionals and industry players to come to the House or Senate, as the case may be, to present their professional views and to guide the legislature on how best to go about it. So if that opportunity is lost, there is still, a provision for people to come around with their professional views in writing to present to the House.
I just told today in my elected that in Ghana today, they have a section in their constitution on freedom of the media that there should be no law requiring any person to obtain license as a prerequisite to establish a newspaper. You see, when you want to make a law, as the honorable as a lawmaker, please do your research, do your due diligence, check what is happening in other clans, in other countries. Otherwise, you'll be retrogressive. This law is taking us backwards. While other countries are moving forward, we are going backwards. How can you ask a minister to approve the code of conduct for journalists? There's no way that is done. Let me tell you, if the honorable means well for us in the industry, as they said they want to put the bill together, you call the critical stakeholders. There's an issue in your sector. How do we resolve it? We put heads together. Then one of us will now formulate the best way out, the bill. Then you see somewhere, put the thing together, and you say we should cover a public hearing. And let me tell you, we will never invite that. I only heard it, nobody invited me.